I want to give you 3 simple tips that are going to help accelerate your board director career. The first tip I'm going to give you is you must have a game plan. So many people I meet who want to serve on boards are so vague about what they're trying to achieve, and they just don't have either the overarching goal in place and the clarity around what they're trying to achieve, and they certainly don't from that have the daily or the monthly steps that they now need to take to implement that strategic direction. And I find the vagueness is, oh, I'd love to be on boards. I want to be on a paid board. That's almost as far as it goes with a lot of people. I want to be on a paid board, and the clarity on, well, what type of board, what type of organisation is not there. So your number one step is you must absolutely get the clarity on the game plan and obviously how you're going to execute that quarter on quarter so that you actually achieve results. The second thing you must consider is what is your networking strategy, and you have to consider the fact that a lot of people now don't do as many events as they used to pre-COVID. You're going to have to think of a strategy to leverage the power of LinkedIn. So my number 2 tip is absolutely leveraging the power of the LinkedIn mechanism to reach out, establish connections, build rapport. I've got a client at the moment who is going through a very structured campaign to build relationships in Queensland with chairs, non-execs in the energy space. And, he's so methodical about it. Every week there is activity, outbound reach happening. And even from a very flat start, not having a prior relationship, he is building rapport. Conversations are happening. Intimate details are being shared with this individual about the company and their strategic direction and some of the challenges that they're facing. And he's able to go back and forth, and there's this ongoing dialogue now developing. So we've gone from a LinkedIn connection to an exchange of details, to an exchange of resumes, to talking about business plans, and now we're in the hot seat. We are well placed now to keep in touch with those individuals to eventually, hopefully, secure board appointments. And then the third piece is really around your thought leadership strategy. And I think a lot of people get this whole idea of thought leadership completely wrong. The point of thought leadership in this context, when you're talking about a board career, is to stay top of mind of headhunters, key contacts that you're making, and it's meant to augment your networking strategy. So networking and thought leadership go hand in hand for me, and it's really crucial that you have a strategy on both fronts. But the key with the thought leadership is you need to be showing up on people's LinkedIn feeds. You need to be showing up in people's minds so that they remember to circle back to you, and it makes all of the networking and the outbound reach that much easier. So they're the 3 top tips. You've got to have the clarity, you've got to have some form of a networking strategy, and you've got to augment this with thought leadership, because those 3 combined will give you the winning formula to secure board roles before the end of the year.